Lueroi's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Walkthrough, Part 60. Man, we're already at Part 60. And actually, I shouldn't say already because this started like so long ago, and I should have been at Part 60 months ago. But, you know, that's what happens when you are a slacker and play two different games at once. Anyways, this is Route 11, which leads to Diglett's Cave. So we're just going to fight some trainers, you know, just like old times. ... I love how all he has to say is ... Like, were the game makers really that lazy? Like, at this point, they're like, you know what, I can't even think of anything. Just give him some dots, and that'll be his dialogue. Anyways, it's a Psychic. He's got some Executes on his team. And I believe an Exeggutor as well. But yeah, by the way, today's video shout-out goes to the Gunsmoke44. If you want a shout-out in the next video, all you have to do is leave a comment below. And if you beg for a shout-out, that probably doesn't help your chances at all. So yeah, Batman's going to tear things up here. And 819 experience points, so that's all. It's funny how at the beginning of the game, like, all you need is, like 70 experience points to get up a level. And then at this point in the game, you get like hundreds and thousands, and you just get up like a tiny little bit on the experience bar. Like, if you brought your Pokemon from the beginning of the game to this route and you defeated someone, you would get up like 5 levels at a time. Which is actually funny, because I've kind of done that before. Like, have you guys ever accidentally knocked out, like, a really powerful Pokemon with one of your weak Pokemon just because they only had like 1 hit point left? Because if you ever do that, you can get up like 10 levels at a time, which is pretty awesome. Anyways, we'll take care of this thing with a fly. And yeah, I'm actually impressed that he has an Exeggutor. I wouldn't have expected that from some random trainer in a route, to actually have a fully evolved Pokemon. But I guess the game's starting to get a little bit more challenging. And yeah, we're actually going to have a lot of stuff to do coming up in the next couple of videos. The last few Heart Gold and Soul Silver videos have been really boring. It's just been going through routes, kind of going from Fuchsia City to Lavender Town. But once we get to Lavender, we'll introduce some new parts of the plot. So stuff's actually going to happen at some point. Anyways, let's put up Aquavolt to the front. And we're just going to roll like that for now. Anyways, yeah. Oh, it's an apricot. Or an apricorn, I mean. I feel like I haven't done one of these in forever. I can't even remember the last time I obtained a green apricorn. I love how they say, you obtained the green apricorn, like it's some, like, unbelievable accomplishment. You have obtained the apricorn. All you had to do was click A. And here's a youngster. Yeah, so this route was, like, packed full of trainers back in the original games. You had all those gamblers and electricians and stuff. But now there's only, like, 4 or 5 trainers in this route, so it has been condensed down, and there's not nearly as many people. Anyways, Aquavolt can knock this thing out with a Surf. And yeah, Part 60. I always love getting to those, like, next digits of 10 or whatever for each part. You know, like 40, 50, 60. Makes me feel like I'm making some serious progress. Even though I'm obviously making really slow progress, everything's dragged out for weeks and weeks and weeks. Actually, months and months and months, but whatever. So yeah, oh crap, I forgot. I'm not allowed to use the same move twice with the choice specs attached to my lantern, so I guess I'll just have to use Surf again. And I'm gonna get confused with Confuse Ray. How perfect is that? I guess I can't complain because I also have a Crobat that knows Confuse Ray, so I would be a hypocrite if I was complaining about him. Alright, instead of dealing with this garbage, I'm just gonna switch over to Golem. But I must say, I like his choice of Pokemon, because Crobat is awesome. And I also like Sandslash a lot as well. Oh, and I did that just in time because he's going to use Mean Look, which doesn't let you change Pokemon. Actually, that's the best strategy for catching the roaming wild Pokemon like Entei and Raikou. If you use a Mean Look, they can't escape. So yeah, there's some nice strategy for you guys. Anyways, I got confused again. How perfect is that? And I hurt myself in confusion, so yeah, we're off to a good start with this Crobat. This is why I hate facing Crobats. It's always the same thing. They confuse you, you hit yourself, and then they poison you, just like that. So yeah, now we're confused, we're poisoned, we're hitting ourselves in confusion, you know, everything's just going in the right direction here. But all I really need is to hit this thing once, and I'll probably knock it out. And I somehow avoided its air cutter, so that's cool. And here we go, Rock Blast time. Rock Blast still seems like a very weak move, but it actually gets the job done, so yeah, as you can see with this 2-hit KO. Because, I mean, even though it's only like 25 base power, it hits 2 to 5 times, so you can actually get a super powerful attack out of it. Alright, so we defeated that youngster, and we'll just keep going across the trail right here. You don't actually have to go through any of the grass, but it's going to be so annoying having to deal with that buzzing sound from the poison. Especially since I don't feel like getting out an antidote or whatever. And this youngster here says that there's no cheating in Pokemon, but obviously he's never heard of the action replay. Because I could seriously teach him a thing or two by bringing out a level 100 Arceus. But yeah, all this guy has is a Growlithe on his team. So right when I was getting excited, saying that the game's getting a little bit more challenging, we go back to square one with a Growlithe. Like, we fought an Exeggutor, a Sandslash, a Crobat, you know, all the cool Pokemon, and it's like, nope, Growlithe, level 44. How awesome is that? Huh, how did this happen? Well, let's see. You have a Growlithe on your team, and that is it. And we are pretty far into the game. And this poison is going to be so annoying, but whatever. I'll just have to put up with it. See, I think this is actually the last trainer on the route, so there's only 4 trainers on this route, pretty quick. It's not anything you have to go through. It doesn't really lead anywhere right now, just because you're going to see in a second that we can't even go into the Diglett's cave, but whatever. We're just doing it for the sake of completion. And check this out, Xatu is going to use me first, which is going to steal my discharge, which raises my health because of my Volt Absorb ability. So that is hilarious. You just screwed yourself over, Xatu. Because any electric type attacks used on Lantern just restore its health, which is kind of awesome. So there we go. That should get us up to level 46 as well. And Jazing, there we go. I don't even know what Jazing is. That's not even the noise it makes. Alright, so now that we're done with him, we can check out Diglett's cave. And I'm lucky I didn't run into any wild Pokemon there. But yeah, as you can see, Diglett's cave is still blocked off by this giant sleeping Snorlax. Like, seriously, Snorlax, what are you doing? Why do you have to go right in front of this cave? Couldn't you have fallen asleep like 2 feet over to the side so like I could actually get in the cave? You just had to conveniently fall asleep right in front of the entrance. Anyways, I'm going to spray some repels so I can go over to this little area down here. Then I can run across through the grass and whatnot. But yeah, speaking of the grass over here, there's really nothing interesting. All of the wild Pokemon here are like level 15, so it's completely worthless. But you can catch like Drowsy and stuff like that. Anyways, fun little hidden item over here, which is a Sticky Barb. Aren't you so glad you went all the way down here just for that? And this is actually Vermilion City over here, which you can't get to by surfing. But yeah, Vermilion City was the other side of that Snorlax. We were there way earlier on when we first got to this region. But yeah, now I'm going to run all the way over here. And I apologize for this abrupt poison noise. It's so annoying, I know, but whatever. It's what I get for not wanting to use my antidote. And now it's just really bad when you get on your bike. Like, every freaking second you hear 5 of these. Oh, there we go! Rocky survived the poison. See, in the older games, you would actually get killed from the poison, but now you hang on with 1 hit point, and you survive the poison. Anyways, we're finally here in Lavender Town. We're actually going to check stuff out, but before we do that, I'm probably going to go heal at the Pokemon Center, so I'll see you guys all in a second. Alright, Lavender Town has some kind of spooky music. It's really quiet. There's the Mart, of course. There's really not a whole lot to do in Lavender Town. It's pretty boring. There's no gym or anything. This right here is the Name Raider. You can go inside this little circus tent thing, and this creepy dude will change your Pokemon's nicknames, but he doesn't actually choose the nicknames. You get to pick them yourself. Yeah, there's some buildings over here. You're going to find Mr. Fuji in that building below me right now. And this right here is the radio station for Kanto. In the old games, this was the Pokemon Tower, which is the place with all the Ghost-type Pokemon, but it's since been changed to this radio station. So you can check it out. You're going to find out that there's really nothing to do. This guy's just like going crazy, running back and forth. He's just like panicking. You can talk to him, and he says that he's like, "Oh no, we're out of power because of the power plant. Whatever am I gonna do?" Because yeah, they're not able to actually go on the radio with their station here because the power plant is down, which means they can't actually do anything. And this guy won't let us go upstairs because they're investigating all the shenanigans going on in the Johto region at their radio tower. Because if you guys remember way back then, Team Rocket took over that radio tower, so now they're worried that Team Rocket's gonna come here. So yeah, we can't actually go over there, though, until we restore the power plant. And I guess I can't move this boulder right now. But anyways, to get to the power plant, all you have to do is go north of the city, or north of Lavender Town. And there's a couple of trainers to fight, so that's what we're going to do right here. So yeah, there's just a couple of trainers, not a big deal. But yeah, basically, the power plant is down, which is causing all this commotion throughout the region, throughout the Kanto region. And you can't actually fix that radio tower until you restore the power plant. So yeah. That's why we're going this way. And this actually leads to the Rock Tunnel, which is a giant cave that brings you right to the radio tower. But I'm not actually sure I'm going to go in it just yet. I'm still deciding how I'm going to get to the power plant, because there are multiple ways to get to the power plant. But this is just like the most convenient short way, if you don't get extremely annoyed by dark caves, which you probably do, so it's really up for debate which is the best way to go. Anyways, I'm going to put Heracross up to the front. Actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to go through this cave, I just decided, just because I don't want to go through the rock tunnel right now. Yeah, basically, you can either go north straight through this rock tunnel and go straight to the power plant, or you can weave your way around, passing through another city. And that's probably what I'm going to do, just because that covers more of the actual, you know, main routes with the trainers and everything. So it makes more sense to do that. The rock tunnel, though, is kind of an optional area. You don't actually have to go in there. And this dude has him a champ on his team, which is crazy. So, you know, let's try a little trickery with our counter right here. Yeah, what counter does is it's going to absorb the physical attacks that the opponent uses and hit them back for double damage. And I never really used this move a lot, but now it seems like a pretty good opportunity. So yeah, even though Cross Chop didn't do a whole ton, counter does a pretty good chunk. So now we can finish you off with a close combat. So there, that's some nice strategy for you. Pretty good to use against other physical attacking Pokemon. I figure it could come in handy against some powerful gym leaders or something. Anyways, there we go. We defeated Hiker Jim, who just likes laughing a lot. That's his entire dialogue, is just ha 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 ha. But yeah, so this is the rock tunnel right here. I was thinking about it, but I really don't want to go through here right now. So I think what I'm going to do is, actually, let's go ahead and get our Krabby out of the PC so we can move that Strength Boulder. Let's do that really quickly, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I got my Krabby out, who knows how to move boulders with strength, so let's do that and grab this item. And I have no idea what it is, but it's probably something pretty special, like a TM, since you actually have to use strength to get it. So, it is TM69 Rock Polish. Haha, 69, that's hilarious. Yeah, Rock Polish is basically the equivalent of Agility. It boosts up your speed 2 levels, and pretty much most rock types can learn it. So, since I'm not going to go through the rock tunnel to get to the power plant, what I'm going to do instead is go to Route 8, which is just west of Lavender Town. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will continue along this way in the next video. So stay tuned for more, and I will see you guys all next time. Boom shakalaka.